all of us have things we don't like about ourselves. And I think sometimes, not sometimes, it's always a gift. And sometimes those gifts don't feel like a gift. ADD does not feel like a gift. A lot of people, well, people are starting to understand it more, but growing up that way, you have teachers that are like, don't think you're listening, but you are. You go through what I just said, where you're off in some other land by one word just somehow triggers you to go totally somewhere else. So it always felt like a curse. But if you ever seen the show Monk, he always says it's a curse, but a blessing, you know? And I think that's true. We all have those. And it could be something as simple in, people might look at a woman who's absolutely beautiful, and she might tell you she finds it a curse in some ways because she's looked at in a certain way and not necessarily the way she wants to be observed. Like they see her beauty, but maybe not her mind. And people are attracted to her, but she doesn't necessarily trust what it is. Why? And so then you have to look at it and find the beauty in it, which of course everybody would go, who wouldn't want to be like that kind of beautiful? Well, there's always the other side of looking at it, and it could be a curse. To you, yes, it's a blessing. So you might look at something you have as a curse, but you know what? It's also a blessing, and it's also something that you could work with. You can have a child that's a genius, but is dyslexic or whatever they are. And they think it's awful that they're not smart, whatever. But maybe the dyslexia helped them to be able to relate to other people because they were so smart. Without it, they didn't have something connecting with a normal person. Sometimes in the Bible, Paul says he had a thorn in his side. I don't know what that thorn was or what he begged for it to go away. He begged for it to go away. And I can't remember what the answer he received was, but it was sort of like, I've given you so much, and there's a blessing in this too. You need to accept this. And let it be, and make the wounds be a grace. There was a woman, and I wish I remembered her name because it would be wonderful to go listen to her. She fell out of bed and she broke her neck. And so the amount of support she needed, how is her husband going to be able to support her and the kids with that? Well, next thing you know, she had a beautiful singing voice. Now, she shouldn't have been able to sing, and she did. And she gave herself over to God from that voice and saw the gift of what she received through the loss. Think about what that does for your life. Forget about you're growing spiritually or whatever. Let's just look at our normal self and our attitudes towards life. To have that attitude, you grow. To have an attitude of victimhood, you're stuck. Where are you going to go from here? If you're a victim, woe is me. The reason I drink the way I do is because my father did, or my father beat me, or this or that. No. I had a cousin who said, and I love it, her son was blaming her for everything. And she said, you know what? Get over yourself. My job was to screw you up. Your job is to straighten yourself out.